this is gonna be hard to review. Okay, with the beginning like that, I have to tell you guys that the SD Wukong here, this form specifically, I don't know the name of it, I kind of forgot, is a pretty hard thing to review. And ignore this black cardboard box behind it because the background here is obviously bright yellow, so this thing is bright white as well, so like it's gonna be hard to review this thing without it reflecting too many colors. This is the SD, World Heroes Wukong something something, the name, I don't know. It's hard to pronounce things in this line. And as you can see, it is very much clustery. I mean, blue, red, and white, I don't have a problem with that. The problem is that this thing will cause a lot of problems for the articulation section. Now, first of all, looks. Okay, I will admit, the looks on this thing is its highlight. It's very much pointy, very much regal, very much in your face. Like, here, I'm very detailed. Look at me. And yeah, like, focus time, I am a professional reviewer. This thing is sticker hell. Literally, every single gold piece you see here which is shiny is a sticker. The V-fin, the shoulders, the front skirts here. Heck, even if you go to the back, there are no stickers. I'm not trying to prove anything. But you can see how this thing would have been stickers if it was really that serious. Every single thing that you see is shiny gold here is actually a sticker. The gloss injection gold here, not the best, but hey, you can get away with painting. But as is, it is very like contrasting the gold stickers. And even then, these things will flake off. Obviously, every single thing you see here is made of clear parts. Those color parts are clear. And this thing here is gonna be like very annoying to handle because it is supposed to be cloth, but it's plastic. As you can see, this thing is pretty much a cluster in every way because of how these parts are put onto this thing. Which now brings me into like articulation. Now, if you're asking for accessories, you do not get any accessory with this thing. None, single, nada, zero, no accessories. This thing is the accessory. So yeah, articulation wise, as you can see, the head is on a ball joint. It can go up and down slightly, can rotate, and this is the first problem you can see clearly. This entire ring section, it's actually like restraining the articulation slightly, so you're gonna have to be careful. You can force it slightly, but it's gonna pop off more times than not. It's not popping off here, but I can guarantee you it will pop off if you try. The shoulders, they are connected to a ball joint and socket, but then again, if you try to rotate it, you're mostly moving this section than the entire shoulder. It's hard to do. You can get it about this much. And outwards movement, better dream on it. It's not gonna go anywhere much than that. There is a bend at the elbow, I believe. No, I'm wrong. There is no bend at the elbow because this line does not have elbow bends. So outwards movement, slightly hindered. There's no elbow bends. There is a wrist articulation right here. Now, if this thing had weapons, it would make sense to come with these kinds of hands, but this thing has no weapons, so these holding hands are useless. The waist, again, pretty much limited. It is okay, but limited by the side skirts than anything else. It can rotate pretty well to this much. Front skirts do have articulations. Surprisingly, they do move up and down, and the stickers are really reflecting the light here. They can move side to side. The cloth can move up and down, side to side, and not that much. Also, prepare some panel lining because this thing has a lot of panel lines. You might want to panel line this up. The legs here can move forward slightly to the front, not that much. Backwards movement, not that much. Oh yeah, side skirts, yeah, they can move up. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Rotate slightly back and forth, but they will pop off, so I'm not going to do that anymore. As you can see from this section right here, if you can make it out there is a knee bend, but with all this thing being busy right here, as you can see, busy, you're not gonna utilize that thing in the slightest much. Like, I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to. The feet, however, well, they're just there. Can rotate slightly right there, and no pivots. That's it. They can barely even stand now. So the only gimmick this thing has left is its final attack, I would assume. And you would think, okay, so maybe there's like moving parts here. Well, there are. These claw sections. They can move inwards. That's it. Also, I forgot to mention that these shin parts can move in and out. These white armor pieces can move in and out. But then again, with everything that's being clustered here, I don't think that's a notable feature. I've done this comparison before, but here it is next to the SDEX standard Exia. just to emphasize how much this thing is busy compared to something that's standard like the Exia. Final thoughts as I try to balance this thing, there are no accessories, everything are stickers, and this thing has articulation that doesn't present itself. Okay, so let's start with the pros. This thing is pretty much regal. It's very aesthetically pleasing. It's all clear parts, mostly like I say 40% of it is clear parts, but the white is okay. And of course the design of the Wukong in this final form is beautiful. I will admit that it is beautiful. The cons are gonna break this thing. So first of all, this thing doesn't move at all. Being basically speaking like here, it doesn't move that much. Its stickers are mostly what's gonna make or break this thing. For me, it kind of broke because of how many stickers I need to apply on intricate parts. This thing is a cluster more than anything else. The only reason you want to buy this is one, you like the looks, or you want to complete your SD World set. Overall, I will say, if you can avoid this, do avoid it. There are better options out there in the SD line, especially in this SD World line. We got the Arson Gundam, we got the Buster Gundam, which is better than this. Or just get the standard Wukong. The standard Wukong is also better than this. And it's much more easier, much more cheaper. And much more articulation. So yeah, get this thing if you really want to complete your SD World collection or you like clear parts. Other than that, try to stay away from it. There are better options out there. So yeah, this has been Time Pass, and I'll see you in the next review, hopefully sooner than you think. I'll see you next time.